Hello, this is part 2 of getting my artificial intelligence assistant to have a chatbot in it. And so I've gone into my juliebrain.py program, and I have added some things in here. So first of all, I set the host name to localhost and the port to 9988. And probably I should not do this here. Probably this should be commented out, but I'll do that later. And then I define this netcat function, which takes a host name, a port number, and it takes some content. And this is I think it's pretty self-explanatory. We just set up a socket here, we connect to it, and then we send the content to it in an encoded form, and then we shut it down. And so down here, we actually use it. So if we call the chat command, it's going to say hello, and then it's going to set listening to true. And run me is going to be set to true, and while run me equals true, and if listening is true, it's going to try to get some output from the microphone. And once it has in other words, it's going to take whatever I'm saying and turn it into text and put it in this output variable, which we will print out. If I say goodbye, then it knows that it's going to set run me to false, so it stops running this loop, and it says goodbye. We can talk later. Now, whenever we get some output back, in other words, when I've spoken and it converts it to text, we have the text now, so we turn listening to false because we don't want them to capture any more from the microphone because we have what I just said in its text. And now we're going to send this using netcat to the local host, the port number, and we're sending this variable output, which has the text in it. And what's going to happen is the computer is listening on a port for this text to be sent to it. We're going to send the text to it. It's going to create a response, and it's going to say it out loud. This all happens within that service. And so it's going to be speaking. The computer's going to speak the response, and we don't want to then convert that to text. That's why we have listening equal to false, because whatever comes back from this netcat, we don't want the microphone to pick it up and then convert it to text. So we sleep for 2 seconds here, and then we set listening back on to true so that I can say something else. And this run test thing here is just for running tests, which I'm not using. I'm going to remove this at some point. All right, so that's about it. Let's see how this works now.
I am Julie. How can I help?
Julie, chat.
Hello.
Do you like swimming?
I love tanning, and you?
Oh, it's nice you love me.
I'm an avid tennis player.
Where do you play tennis?
I'm high maintenance.
I know you are.
So what do you do for a living?
I sit around and do nothing.
What do you do for a living?
Not very much.
How about you?
I'm fine. What's your
What do you
name?
do for a living?
I have a license to kill. I'm a British agent.
That's pretty interesting.
What is your name?
I am called Sam.
Sam is a very sexy name for a woman.
I love tanning. What is your name?
Michael.
How are you doing today?
I'll live.
I just finished working on a tanning bed.
How long were you
I
there?
work at a tanning salon.
Were you tanning for a long time?
I was, but now I am more of a hard-working person.
Goodbye.
I'm high maintenance.
Goodbye.
Bye. We can chat more later. I work in a tanning salon.
Julie, stop.
Goodbye, sir. Powering off.
All right. Anyway, that's chat program. So if you need a girlfriend or something, you can have a virtual girlfriend. So let me just put this code up. Just put this out here and push it. So now it's all in the repository. So you can run this also. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I don't know why I'm so tongue-tied today. I'm feeling pretty good, so I don't understand. I'm having trouble talking. Anyway, that's about it. I'm going to sign off.